That's like me telling you those aren't his real abs that they get painted on, which is not true at all. He's going to tell you about
Shots
my
fired.
arm cream.
Preacher has been dating Kaya in the show for a little while, who's of course played by Candace, who you've actually also worked with before.
Yes.
So how fun is it to come into a show where you've already done something with someone? Do you kind of pick up where you left off, or was there anything new that you discovered about her?
Well, working with Candace is great. Once again, I mean, this is the joy of having a show that shoots in my hometown, is that I get to work with actors that I know outside of the industry.
Yeah.
Now, in regards to the lovely Candace McClure, we had actually worked on a show together, but we actually never got to work together. As you know, that was Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
I had just come in for a short little run in terms of the capacity of the show, whereas Candace was on the show for a large majority of the run. But that being said, working with her on Virgin River, as you know, this has been the longest relationship that Preacher has had to date.
Yes.
So definitely hoping that it'll blossom and grow into something that just keeps going.
Yeah. Preacher is like all the men out there right now, they're like, oh my God, this is the longest relationship I've ever been in. They're like grown men in their 40s and they're like, oh my God. So here's my question, Colin, because you, of course, are in a beautiful, successful relationship. What advice would Colin give to Preacher on love?
Oh, wow. What advice would Colin give to Preacher? Would Colin give to Preacher?
Yeah, like if Colin could if you could actually step into Virgin River, don't. That's not what you're supposed to say. Oh my God, you're not helping the men out there right now.
I think what advice I would give is don't rush into it. The right moment will come and you'll know when you know.
Okay.
That's it. I'm just going to keep it very vague.
Okay.
Very mysterious.
Don't rush into it. No, you should never really rush into it. But at the same time, I feel like Preacher needs to just step it up a little. Just a little.
Probably. Yeah, I think it's time. I think the fans want to see that. Yeah.
Yes, we do. We want to see more sexy times from Preacher.
I think Preacher's done with the sexy time. I think the only cooking Preacher's going to be doing is in the kitchen. That's where it's going to get hot.
Darn it. But listen, speaking of sexy time, one of the things I do love about the show, which I'm not complaining about and I wish there was more of, is, the men tend to go a little shirtless, give us a little shirtless moment here and there. And Ben, who's got, this ripped body, he's got his whole routine on how he gets into that shape. What is on Preacher's playlist, like to get that Preacher bod?
Oh, wow. I would say definitely my 8 hours of sleep. I love my sleepy time.
Oh, me too.
I need my 8 hours to keep myself looking fresh.
Yes.
Drinking a lot of water and just eating healthy and working out when I can.
That's it.
Not everyone can have that Hollingsworth six pack so naturally. Some of us have to work a little harder on it. They need a little more prep time. Get the scripts a little earlier.
I don't know, Colin. You just made it sound like you wake up like that all the time. You're like, I just need some sleep, some water, and then I wake up. And I'm like,
I love this West Coast charm.
Stop talking.
I love it.
But you know what you also need, from what I hear, Ben also spilled some tea yesterday that you have this like really cool glistening cream that you use. So I'm curious to know, where do I buy this? He called it Preach. Where do I buy this cream called Preach by Colin Lawrence?
I love it. He's giving away my secrets, isn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
I want this cream. What is this cream?
Oh my God. I love it.
Now you need to tell me this cream. Like, where
he's
is
sharing my
cream?
secrets. That's like me telling y'all. I mean, that those aren't his real abs that they get painted on, which is not true at all. He's going to tell you about
Shots fired.
my arm cream. That's awesome. I love Ben. You're giving away my secrets. Hey, listen, if I got to compete with Hollingsworth, I need every little tool possible just to get that little bit of screen time.
I am dead. No, but seriously, what is this cream?
You know what?
You're gonna keep
My
it.
lips are
Oh
sealed.
my God.
My lips are sealed.
You could get like a sponsorship. You know what I mean? You could become an ambassador for this cream because like everyone's gonna want to know what this cream is.
Hey, if the right people reach out, maybe my secret will be shared.
Oh, I'm dead. This is hilarious. Preacher's got some really big decisions to make in season 7. So, like, what's
Yes.
going to happen with Preacher in season 8?
Wow, that's an excellent question. With the way that season 7 played out, I myself am very curious to see what the writers have in store.
Okay.
The decisions that Preacher make were really, the relationship between Jack and himself, what's at stake, basically the relationship with Preacher and Virgin River, and what's
Yeah.
at stake, and
Yeah.
what really will be the consequences, be it positive or negative, of his choices.
I don't like the sound of this. You're making me nervous, Colin.
I'm nervous.
Listen, I will start a petition if, Colin decides to leave, where Preacher decides to leave Virgin River,
Hey, you know what? The grass is greener, but how green is it is yet to be seen.
Grass is only green where you water it. That's it.
Ooh, I like
That's
that.
all I'm going to say with that.
I may stamp that. Maybe
Yes.
you know what? That might be a line in season 8.
Oh my God, can I please get writing credits for that? If that gets in there, I just want like the tiniest little credit.
love
Deadline's
it.
also reporting that Marco and Lauren are no longer returning for the
Yeah.
show, which is so sad. What are you going to miss most about having a birthday twin?
Well, I know. Well, that's the thing. Marco and I were friends outside of the show, so hearing of his departure was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
He's such a great individual. He's a great actor. But I do know that there will be greater things for him
For
in
sure.
his career. I'm sure someone will snatch him up, and he'll probably be on a show in no time at all. He's
That's
just a
so
real
cool.
talent.
Ben also said the same thing yesterday, who
Yeah.
you also share a birthday with.
Yes.
It's a wild, like the three of you have your birthdays together. So when it is your birthday, like what do the celebrations look like? Are there shots flying? Like, do you guys hit the gym together? Like what does that look like?
We're Virgos. Well, me myself, I'm pretty low key. So
Okay.
so for me, the birthday celebrations, I don't need the big hoopla anymore. I've been there, done that. So
Yeah.
I like to bring it in quietly. As for Hollingsworth and Marco, hey, to each their own.
Yeah.
But when we're together, we usually tend to go out for a little birthday celebration, little dinner or whatnot, just to
I love
just
that.
to to
You're
ring
like,
in
we go into
another
the forest
year
and
in
we
the-
meditate on the West Coast. That's the stage of life we're at now, right? I know what you're saying.
Exactly. That's the stage I'm at now. Exactly. Yeah.
Lastly, before we let you go, I would love to know in your own words, why do you think people are so in love with Virgin River and why they're so
Oh,
hooked to the show?
wow. I think the show came out at the right time when the world needed some peace, when there was so much chaos in the world. And I think the show resonates with so many individuals. And I say this proudly, globally, just because of the storylines. Everyone's very invested in all the characters. I think
Yeah.
I know that there's something for everyone, and it touches on, I think, all levels of it just reaches such an audience. It's such a vast audience, from teenagers to our older audience. It just
Yeah.
resonates so well with so many people, and I think that's what just makes it such a great hit, and it's
So
relatable.
true. I love how you're saying, you know, when the world was like in a really dark place. I'm like,
I know.
have you seen where the world is? This is I feel
I
like people
know.
keep turning to it even more so because our world is like on fire and people are like, this is where I find peace
Yeah.
and joy
Yeah. You can unplug.
and hopefully
You
more
can unplug
sexy
from it all.
times.
Yeah, escapism. It's a great escapism, and people can just
Yeah.
unplug and then just, not get so stressed about
Yeah.
the storyline and whatnot. So
I
yeah, I
agree
think
with
it's just an easy
you.
watch.
Well, I pitched to Ben that I would love to come on set so we can do this in person. And then I
Yes.
told him that we could go for a bike ride, like Brady, and he's like, "Oh, I actually don't ride a bike." And I was like, "What?" I was like,
Well,
"Well,
you see-
I do. You can hop on the back of my bike." So
Well, you
let's do
see-
this in person, shall we?
Definitely. And you know what I can do for you? See, you may not be able to ride Brady's bike, but I actually do cook. So I could actually cook you something. So there you go.
Okay, and you know what else I would like?
Yes.
The cream.
I will have one ready for you when you come to
Amazing.
set.
Amazing.
You will get the preacher glisten.
Amazing. I can't wait.
Awesome.
It was so great to chat with you. Congratulations again. Can't wait to see what happens in season 8 because I binged season 7 already.
Yeah.
And thank you for taking the time to chat with us.
You bet. Thank you so much.